Welcome to the 45th episode of ML Backstage. My name is Mars Luna.
And I'm Ethan.
And we're introducing this podcast straight from the sixth dimension. This is a music commentary podcast hosted by, oh my goodness, we have Holokahiki Toves, Kainalu Kamai, and Joshua today. I know this episode is going to be crazy. Anyway, I'm excited to announce my cosmic Christmas song, Intergalactic Winter. Yes, this is a sequel to Intergalactic Summer. This is my Christmas gift to you, so you better be thankful. Now for real though, Earthlings, grab your popcorn and let's get started. Back to planet Earth we go!
Yeah. Welcome to episode 45 of the ML Backstage podcast. My name is Joshua Luna, and I'm here with my regular co-host. Got the homies on deck, got the Tokos on deck, the Usos on deck. We got the Toku'ua to my left, Kainalu Kamai. How you doing, bro? It's been a minute, hot minute since I had you.
Oh gosh, doing good. Just I get that drink in real quick.
Oh, not the.
Okay, we're good. We're ready. We're ready.
What you drinking? What you drinking? You can't be just drinking.
Hold on. Everybody, check out Yoji. Yoji right here. It's a brand new soju with yogurt cocktail mix. They've been around for 2 years, so go check them out. Give them a follow, and if you know it already, hey, you know it's good.
Is it available at like a Target or Walmart or something?
So you can find it at Whole Foods, Don Quixote, Foodland, or any of your Asian marts or
all the bougie stores. Is it an H Mart?
H Mart might have.
Okay. H Mart might have. Okay, fair enough. And to the bottom of me, you got my other Toku'ua, Holokahiki Toves.
How's it?
Ooh, got the one of one. Okay, I see the merch, bro. Got the one of one. We're about to get to that. Okay. Light flex. Okay. Got the one of one new orbit. You know what I'm saying? Long sleeve t-shirt. How you doing, bro? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good, man. Life's been good. Let's all soak it in.
Mm-hmm.
And December, crazy month for all of us.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, but we're at the end of the new year now, and we finally got all the boys back.
Yep.
We was
gone for
busy. We was doing our own thing, but we back.
We back. Yes, sir. I'm hyped because it got the homies on deck. I'm Joshua Luna. I'm doing pretty good. It's just been a really busy time, like Holo said. You know what I'm saying? It's Christmas time right around the corner, and it's a lot of in churches. It's a big time. It's one of the most monumental times of the year for obvious reasons, and got a bunch of rehearsals coming up. Got a bunch of practices and like stage setups and stuff coming up. So it's trying to squeeze in all the free time I can get. You know what I'm saying? And before we go any further, we are all recording in separate locations right now. So Holo is recording from Georgia, and what time is it there right now?
Ooh, it is. Let me check. It is 10:27.
Jeez, 7:27 over here, and Kainalu is
5:30.
5:27. Close enough. See, the reason why we haven't been able to get all of us together because we're all operating in several different time zones and we're separated by 5 hours. But enough yapping about trivial stuff. Let's talk about. I'm gonna leak this because Mars Luna has a Cosmic Christmas song coming up, which ironically it's gonna be on Holo's birthday, I think, right?
Hey.
Is it? I think Christmas Eve around there. Yeah.
Oh shoot! Did you finish the song already?
It's already done. It's done.
It's already done.
Yeah, it's done already. I played it for Nalu earlier, like casually while you were taking a shower.
Oh. Yeah, you gotta send it to me again. So I want to use it in a video. I'll use it in a video.
Oh, for sure. But it's like, shout out to, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to our Uso, you know what I'm saying? Friend of the podcast, Scotty Tuhati. You feel me? He recorded this.
Shout out.
He recorded the original beat for this. If you've listened to the song Intergalactic Summer that me and Kainalu and were on, then it's basically a sequel. If we're going from summer to winter, shout out to Kaloi Kai one time, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, Intergalactic Summer was about love. Intergalactic Winter was kind of about the aspects of a fresh start. You feel me? Like, I wrote it during a time in 2023 where I basically hit rock bottom with being sick and being ill, and I lost my voice for a while, and Holo was there on the night that I lost it. So that was
got it on tape.
Got it on tape. So that was a miserable time, and I kind of wrote that during Intergalactic Winter during that time. It was a very chaotic time in my life when I wrote this, and basically I was just kind of envisioning a fresh start for myself, basically. And let me pull up the lyrics real quick. Like, seasons come and change, that's the way it goes, and I'm feeling fresh. And yeah, I put in the chorus that our love was cold like December, and my heart was warm like the summer. And basically, yeah, it could be about a relationship, it could be about a breakup, but it was more so about relationships changing. And fortunately, after I wrote this song, the relationship that I talked about, it worked out in the end, but it basically meant that there were barriers that were created afterwards, if that makes any sense. Like, I yapped on this. I have like a little rap verse and Kainalu did for Intergalactic Summer. Just basically, even though we fell apart, we'll have a fresh reset, and our differences will be forgiven when the time offsets. And basically, like, there's an aspect of time potentially healing all wounds, but there's a sense that, like, the relationship it won't progress in the way that we want it to, but basically there's like a coexisting period. It's like, okay, we're gonna go our separate ways, but we want to leave well. We want to do things. We want to end things well. So, yeah, it's about a fresh start. It's about just going through breakup, whether it's a relational breakup, whether it's a professional breakup, and I feel like now, since there's a lot of changes personally in my life that are coming, and in Mars Luna's life that's coming within the next year, I had this in the chamber, and you might as well just have it out there for Christmas. I always wanted to put out a cosmic Christmas record anyways, and we have like a whole cover on this is very much meme oriented. Let me pull up the cover real quick. I don't know if you can see it, but I don't know if you.
Oh, okay.
It's very meme worthy. It's like
what is that? It's the
Grinch. The Grinch. The Grinch and his dog. So, but I photoshopped my Mars Luna's head and Ethan's head on the dog. So yeah,
worth it.
And I was like, you know what, like might as well, you know what I'm saying? Might as well just do that. And it's fun. I can't wait to drop this. A lot of the Mars Luna releases have been, Yeet season all year. Just kind of clearing out stuff that's in the hard drive. But this is a release that's, we're recording this on December 10th, and this song is set to release on December 25th, on Christmas. And I'm at a point in the year where it's like, let's just get to 2025. Let's just get past all this, or it's a bunch of nonsense. But anyway, the difference between Intergalactic Winter and Intergalactic Summer is that, Intergalactic Summer was kind of about the one that got away type situation, whereas like Intergalactic Winter is more like processing and getting through a breakup and leaving amicably and doing it the right way, that kind of thing. So Intergalactic Winter, December 25th. I believe this podcast will be out before I release the song, so just putting the plug out there. Intergalactic Winter with Mars Luna and myself on all streaming platforms. It's a sequel to Intergalactic Summer. Go peep that.
Sure.
And yeah, and if you look at Holokahiki shirt on the bottom, we're actually at the 1 year anniversary of New Orbit, of the last Mars Luna record that came out. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, light flex. It looks better on you than it would on me. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, like
the colors though, man. The colors.
Hey, and the logo designed by Holokahiki Toves. Tough.
Hey, shout out the photographer though.
Yeah, shout out Maddie.
Dang,
that's the homegirl. That's the homegirl Maddie.
Fire.
Yeah, she did a good job, bro. Props to you.
Yeah, shout out
Maddie.
Maddie. Yeah, her name is Maddie.
Dang, man.
So shout out to her, and also shout out to Serge Jordan, because that's his wife. So friend of the pod. Friend of the pod. Shout out to Serge. You feel me? We still gotta watch Sonic when it comes out. If you're watching that. But anyway, since we're talking about the New Orbit 1 year anniversary, I love the project so much. It's probably my favorite Mars Luna project that was put out from a process standpoint. Just, looking back at it from years and years later. But like the only thing that I didn't like was I didn't get to celebrate it the way I wanted to because I got sick. And that was like I didn't get to perform, but I did get to perform New Orbit in Hawaii. Shout out to the Hawaiian Bryans one time. You know what I'm saying? And
Kainalu, super cool. I remember I live streamed it too in my room.
Yeah, I consider that like the New Orbit release show, and my voice was my voice was at like 40% too. It wasn't at full strength yet at the time, but I was like, you know what?
Noticed nothing.
Yeah, I mean, like, try to take care of. You got to take care of your, got to take care of what you have. You feel me? So, yeah. I think. Yeah, I was talking to one of my friends yesterday. Not yesterday, but on Monday. Shout out to Caleb. He's a Mars Luna fan. He asked me like, what is your favorite song that you ever done so far? And I listed my top 5 or whatever, and he told me his favorite was These Damn Feelings. He's only heard the New Orbit version. So, he told me like that was his favorite, and I was like, that's like top 10 for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like telling that story at shows is always fun. And even like the process of Kainalu, you know what I'm saying? Falling off that dang wave with the surfboard, bro. That's crazy. And it still ages like fine wine. So shout out to These Damn Feelings, bro. And let's see. Yeah, it's a very cohesive record that I'm still very proud of, and um, you know, and as and I colored my hair again, as I pointed out on the last episode, which means it's album season coming up again. So, shout out to another friend of the pod, Angelo. I don't know if you're watching this. Um, still waiting on them photos, my boy. Looking forward to seeing the rest of these photos. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun time next year. Um, but yeah, New Orbit 1 year anniversary. I'm glad it's aging well. I'm glad that people are listening to it. Greenlight was actually my top song that people listened to this year. Um, of according to the Spotify Wrapped. So shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody listening. And I'm glad that people are picking up New Orbit, and me making albums means a lot more. So appreciate everybody tuning in. But since we're in intergalactic winter season right now, um, not Kainalu plugged in his little Yoju earlier. You know what I'm saying? Go get that at your at your bougie grocery stores. You know what I'm saying? Since we're talking about New Orbit, you know what I'm saying? Gotta peep the Astro. You know what I mean?
There you go.
I like that theme.
The Astro for the New Orbit, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you gotta get.
Huh?
You gotta get sponsored by them, because you keep you're like consistent with shouting them out. You gotta get
No,
sponsored.
I only do that for this. I do that for this.
Get him a deal.
Deal. Hey, but they sponsored
yeah, you should try to get sponsored.
I mean, they're aware of Mars Luna's existence, so trying, you know what I'm saying? But with
2025
Mars Luna, but for Intergalactic Winter, we got the obvious Arctic vibe. It's winter season.
That kind of matches.
And I'm gonna need to consume this for a full night of editing. So, it's basically an accelerated pre-workout. It gives you energy, accelerates your metabolism, burns your body fat. You can cop Celsius pretty much everywhere now. So, they may be too good for me now, but I'm still shout them out anyway because it gets me through. It gets me through these editing processes and through these performances. So, shout out to Celsius, shout out to Yoju. Cheers to the boys, you know what I'm saying? Cheers, bro.
Hey, cheers.
Hey. Protein shakes. Go.
and Holo's protein shake, bro.
Oh, yes, sir.
Gotta get the gains, bro. Gains come first, bro.
But anyway, since we're in intergalactic winter right now, let's talk about Christmas. What are your Christmas traditions that you have? Let's start with Kainalu first. I got to think of mine.
Oh man! So every year, ever since I was a kid, my grandparents would always host a gingerbread making, like a gingerbread house making at their house. So everybody, me, my brothers, my cousins, we'd all go there, and my grandmother would have all the graham crackers set up and everything, you name it. We just make our own like little houses, and then there's me making like some kind of crazy architectural mansion. Like it's always me every year. And then just have my other cousin. They just make whatever. It's always fun. I mean, that's a good tradition we have with them. And then now I don't think we do it as much now because we're a little bit older. But I still would want to go. And then whenever if I'm available, I'll go and have fun with my younger cousins. I'm still a kid at heart too, so.
Right.
I gotta always keep that tradition going.
No, I got it.
That's one thing that I do.
It's that Peter Pan, bro. You don't grow up.
Yeah.
You grow older, but you don't grow up. Holo, what are your Christmas traditions?
I think right now it's when he was younger. I don't know if you guys know the song, the Hawaiian version of 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh,
yes. Yep.
The one it goes like one minor bird and one
papaya tree.
Down.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that 2 years ago, because last year I went back home last year.
Oh, for
And
Christmas? Mm.
so that was the first tradition. The second one is for Christmas, and then the second one is kind of like an ongoing thing. You start like in the beginning or like during Thanksgiving, the Secret Santa. So that whole time you kind of like Secret Santa. You choose your person, and then you know there's a price limit, and then you buy a gift within that price limit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
that's like basically it. It's there's no like I remember back home we had a tradition where I don't know, it was like when I was younger. It was something with food. Like somebody brings a certain dish, like a Christmas themed dish, but nothing special. I think it's just to bring the family, together.
For sure.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, but I guess another question I have for you is because your birthday's on Christmas Eve. Do you
Oh yeah.
does your family do anything different for your birthday or does it all happen on Christmas?
Oh shoot. So from when I was younger, it was more like, oh yeah, double presents.
Right.
Well, once you get into, once I got into high school, it was like, oh, Holo, happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Okay, everybody's waiting for Christmas to come around already.
Right.
But the thing is, my mom, she always does this. I wake up and she goes, "It's not your birthday yet. You wasn't born yet." And I was like, "Wait, it's my birthday. Today's my birthday." It's like, "No, you was born today, but you wasn't actually born until 10:24 a.m."
Oh, I gotta get the
So I
time
would
right.
wake up. Yeah, so I was wake up. I was like, "Oh, let me open presents," and she was like, "No, no, no. 10:24 a.m. is when you actually born." And I was like, "Bruh, I gotta wait." And at this time, I was so excited. I woke up at 6. So that whole time, I had to wait until 10. 10:24 comes around. I'm like, okay, where's my present? Where's my present? And this is when I think it was like the Xbox 360 came out.
Yep. Yeah,
And I
yeah.
told my mom, I was like, I want an Xbox 360, man. Come on, come on. But I'm actually a PlayStation fan, so that season's over. Just want to put that out there. PlayStation for life.
PlayStation. Shout out to Sony.
So Xbox 360 came out, and I was telling my mom leading up to my birthday, I want an Xbox 360. My birthday came out on my birthday. Waited till 10:24. She gives me my present, right? I open my present, and what did I get? I get a controller for the Xbox 360. And then I was like, where's the Xbox? Where's the Xbox 360? And she's like, you gotta wait tomorrow. So that whole day, I had the controller, and I always played around with the controller. And I was like, oh man. And then at one point, I was like in front of the TV, imagining that I was playing on the Xbox 360.
Shout out. What was your favorite game of the 360 though?
It was Gears of War.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. OG Gears of War. And then I say like what 6 months later, I got the 3 Rings of Death.
Oh man.
Yeah, and I was like 360's out.
And that's when you knew that PlayStation was in,
Come
bro.
back in. Yeah. PlayStation, you got my back.
I used to love my favorite fighting game was Tekken growing up.
Tekken.
my dad got me into Tekken, so it was so I tried. We went. So I started with Tekken 3 first, and but at the time, like I had to go to my dad and I had to go to Blockbuster to get Tekken
Oh,
1 and 2 to rent out. And then like
hell yeah.
from Tekken 4, I used to play Tekken 4 in the arcades here in Vegas when I was a kid. Like that was my first experience playing Tekken 4 and then going to Tekken
That's
5 and
awesome.
6. And then like they started expanding to Tekken on the Xbox. And the last
Mm.
gaming system I had was a 360. So one of the last games that I got was Tekken 7 for the Xbox 360, and then I got the Three Rings of Death after.
Oh shoot. Yeah, Tekken is an OG.
That's an OG
I
game,
grew up
bro.
Yeah, I grew up on Tekken too. My dad showed it to me, and I was like, bro, these characters.
What was your favorite character?
Which Tekken?
Any,
Ooh.
any.
Hmm, ooh, that's a crazy question. I think my favorite has to be. Oh shoot, man, bro, we're not even finished with the pod, and you putting down this deep questions already. What is your
That's a simple question, bro.
what is your favorite?
King. King was my favorite.
Ooh.
Well, I like
Nalu, what
King.
is your favorite?
Oh, Yoshimitsu. Let's go.
Oh, that's the
Haikyuu.
one. Bro,
That's the one.
hey,
Yoshimitsu.
we're gonna go further. We're gonna go further and down the line. But I actually have a song written called
Oh,
Yoshimitsu, bro. I have a song called Yoshimitsu.
oh shoot.
Yeah, I'm dead
My favorite
serious.
is martial law.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Hey, he's top three. He's top three. He's top three for sure. So
Oh
my favorites
shoot.
were, yeah, King, Brian, and Marshall and Forest Law.
Oh,
And
Brian Fury.
and then we had Armor King because I like the fit. I don't like playing him,
Mm,
but I like his fits better than regular King. And
mm.
Eddie Gordo.
Eddie Gordo.
Eddie Gordo and Yoshimitsu.
Mm.
But yeah, we got to shout out to Tekken, man. That was my game.
Oh, shout out to Tekken.
Yeah,
We
I
gotta
know
play that once we get together. We should play
bro.
it.
I haven't
Like
played
all together.
I haven't played in years. So, but I'm
Oh
down.
shoot.
I'm down to do it.
Yeah.
Gotta get
Um.
Scott to play. Scott, get over
Oh
here.
yeah,
Oh,
he's a Tekken
Scott.
guy too. He's a
Oh,
Tekken
he's
guy
a
too.
Tekken guy.
He's a
Oh
Tekken guy
shoot,
too. I
Oh,
remember
Scott.
that.
that's the guy to hit up,
Oh,
bro.
Scott, if you
I
listen
would
to
lose.
this, man.
I
He
would
would own
lose.
all of us. We
I
would
would
lose to
yeah,
him.
I would lose for sure. But I'm down to play when we meet together in person again. I'm down to play.
Yeah, we should do that. Oh shoot. Let's
Little
go.
Lonnie Fun Factory, Scott. Remember those days?
Yeah.
Gotta get acquainted now.
No, I gotta get back into that again because they have so many new characters and stuff. That's crazy. That's crazy. But
Yeah, it just came out with an 8-1. And
Tekken 8, that was the only one I haven't tried yet. But I gotta go to the arcade and play that again because I'm not buying a new game system. But yeah, anyway, back to 2000. Let's talk about this year though. Let's talk about how this year was. What are you guys's highlights and lowlights from this year? I can go first. Um, because this is a pretty easy one for me. This year, all of my highlights happened within the months of May and the early part of June. Because all like the Mars Luna performances that I had were all in that time frame. So it was that I played my entire catalog with the homies Morgan and Angelo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Um, I can't believe I actually got to do that this year, and that was pretty cool. Winning a little talent competition and playing with the kids, or playing some original music with some kids and getting to be in character. Um, and yeah, just giving them some music advice and opening up for the homegirl Ronnie. And I got to debut a song that we're gonna song called Roller Coaster that's gonna be releasing in a couple months. And
Ooh.
uh let's see. And then yeah, just winning a talent competition and so shout out to Eccentric Artists and and going to the Boys and Girls Club in their studio to give some free game to some more kids. So those are probably like the highlights for my year. Um, there weren't a whole lot, but I remember them clearly. And there are some other fun moments, but it wasn't really sustainable. They were just fun moments that I had. And also getting to getting to record some vinyl, which funnily enough, the studio actually shut down, so whatever. I just freaking laugh. But I have some plans for the recordings I have. And the lowlights were pretty obvious for me. It's still recovering from being sick, from being having laryngitis and getting dealing with the loss of my voice and trying to get that back and obviously losing my grandpa and just feeling emotionally checked out throughout the year. That was kind of like the thing. And I'm astonished at how much I was able to accomplish while still being checked out throughout this entire year. And I'm just happy that I made it in one piece. You know what I'm saying? Just got to get through this Christmas season real quick, and then 2025, we have a crystal clear vision heading into the new year. So I'm not going to dwell on the lowlights too much, but the lowlights were very obvious. And yeah, that's that was pretty much the summary of my year. Just get to 2025 and we're good.
You're
Nalu,
right. You're right.
yeah. I guess Holo, what are your highlights and lowlights for this year?
Uh, Highlights would be, well, I've been hitting the gym a lot,
Yeah, yeah,
and I see the
yeah.
progression
Okay.
go sky high. Oh
Oh,
shoot, man!
okay. Yeah,
Got
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah, yeah, yeah,
going.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Get the gym going.
yeah. You ready to know? So I got that going. Um, just my like going directly from the dome, like at this moment, is gym. Knowing my identity out here, honestly.
Mm. Mm.
Like now I know like where I fit in for myself
Yeah.
and where I feel comfortable, moving into being myself out here. The
Mm.
last month is my 2 years being out here in the South in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like those 2 years, I kind of was in a whole searching where I am in this area. Like, where am I placing myself and how I can move from finding where I am to actually show who I am
Mm.
and be
Right.
comfortable with, being authentic about myself. And lately, I've been doing more of, just if things go crazy, if I'm frustrated or angry, my default emotion is humor.
Humor. Yep.
Like, especially today, I was working in the rain the whole day, and it
Mm.
was like on and off rain. And at a point, it came down and it was just coming down. And I
Yeah.
was looking around, I see all my coworkers wet, all my coworkers drenched. I'm drenched, and then I'm like laughing, and I'm like, man, it seems like we're in a shower,
Right.
like a literally shower. So I was acting like I was showering when it
Yeah.
was raining.
Yeah.
But it's like those like little things where you kind of fall back, like you don't want to be stressing about it. Just fall back
Right.
into laughing about it and just be like, yeah,
Yeah.
everything is going crazy, but man,
screw,
we're just
but screw it.
yeah,
Screw it.
let's have a good time while we're doing it.
No, I'm glad you brought that up because that's what I found myself doing in the midst of all my low lights too. I'm like, screw it. Like I talk about
like,
being checked. I'm being checked out. I'm like, screw it. I'm gonna just laugh at everything. Like when I
Mhm.
found out that vinyl place shut down, I just laughed about it. I just laughed at it.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. Like this year's a mess anyway. Screw it. Next year gonna be better anyway.
Yeah, there's so
It's
much people being so serious about everything. Like
right.
sometimes you just gotta let loose. Like people are trying to, from within my arms length, and who I'm interacting on daily basis. There's some
Yeah.
people they're like so in their head trying to worry about, oh, am I cool? Am I chill? Like,
Yeah.
man, just like
It's I think it's
like cruise.
just relax, boy.
Yeah, just relax. Like, just be yourself. Don't try to be somebody that you're not. And it's
Yeah,
just
it's
like,
it's a mainland thing for sure. I think
yeah,
In Hawaii we don't care.
Yep.
yeah. In Hawaii, we don't care.
We don't
Like, we
care.
look like a fool. We are a fool,
Yeah.
but we're having fun doing it.
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
People,
I
yeah,
agree.
people are just so serious, and I'm like, come on, like let loose, like stretch out your
I
body.
I
And
I feel it
yeah,
out here.
just
I feel it.
moving on to my lows. I gotta say, these past 6 months was pretty, yeah, 6 months, maybe a little bit more than 6 months. It's been pretty rough because I've gone into part-time for my job,
Mm.
and man, financially I was rough, man.
You was
It
getting
was
out
like
you
rough.
was
But
getting out the mud.
I was like, how am I gonna survive, honestly? But shout out to
Mm.
my mom.
Hey.
Moms, they support you even. And I got to a point where I was like, dang, I'm asking too much from my mom.
Mm.
But she reached a point where she was like, okay, how can I help you? Like, she gave me grace. She was like,
Mm.
and I told her, this is gonna be the last time. This is gonna be the last time I'm gonna ask you. And she's like, don't say that.
Hey.
Don't say that. What do you need?
Yeah.
And I felt so bad because on my
Right.
end, I was locked into that part-time for 6 months.
Right.
My mom the whole time was riding with me, and I got to
That's
shout out to
love.
my mom.
That's love.
But
That's love for
it's
real.
just,
Yeah. But shout out to moms though one time. You know what I'm saying? That's what you call
shout out to moms.
unconditional love right there. They never leave. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But
Yep.
there's always like as a man, there's always like this pressure like, oh, I gotta provide, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I gotta get my stuff together, you know what I mean? And like I think that's more of a guy thing than anything, but it's like, like no, but that's unconditional love right there. Shout out to mom. That's
yeah.
that's
Mhm.
love.
Oh,
Nalu.
by the way, there was at sorry. By the way, just for context,
Mhm,
the reason why I was placed in part time, it
mhm,
wasn't my choice. There's a bidding system,
Oh,
mhm.
and there's a bidding system, and
Yeah.
then there's seniority. Where
Yep.
my
Yep.
seniority is goes according to my bid. So I can
Yep.
bid. I bid like 120 rows, like lines.
hmm
I'm not gonna get the first one.
hmm
I'm not gonna get the second one. It's gonna be according to my seniority.
Right.
And
Right.
I don't know. I double check, triple check, and I guess a part time line was got sneaked its way in there,
Mhm.
and I was chosen for that. And then
It is what it
that's
is.
what I got.
Your fate.
But I got to go on road trips. I got to spend time with my family and my cousins, and I got to spend more time in the gym. So
There we go.
that's why.
Yeah,
There you go. Nalu, what are your highlights and lowlights from this year?
Man, let's look at the bad stuff first. I like to always start with the bad stuff.
Okay.
It's called perspectives.
Okay, but okay. So for the
he's a rebel, guys. He's a rebel.
Yeah, I'm a rebel. So for the lows, it's always going to be the usual. When you live in Hawaii, everything is expensive. So financially, I'm down the drain.
Yeah, you're trying to get out the mud right now.
The usual. Yeah, I don't make enough money to survive over here,
bruh.
So especially talk about the vehicle registration. When I was in the military, it was $75 for $25 for active duty guys. But now, when I had to go pay my registration, it was 400 something, and because I paid it late, $434 on the train.
That's ugly.
My truck. That's about money down.
Not to interrupt, but I just got my registration in Georgia.
How
much is it?
$21.
That's for the rail. That's why they gotta pay.
Just want to put that out there. Just want to put that for the listeners. For the listeners, there is.
And mine was like just
put in perspective from the continent and Hawaii.
Yeah.
Oh, and Vegas. Well, part of the continent, but see, we're all in different time zones, and society in Vegas and Hawaii and Atlanta is so different. So layers.
There's levels to this.
Yeah, shout out to the corrupt politicians of the island.
You're not gonna shout out for them.
Shout out for raising everything in life over here, because you guys are making us spend.
Why we're shouting them out?
So
we're not shouting out the Usos in power, bro.
More fully
easy.
We're not shouting out the Usos in power, bro. Oh, the Usos and Sungas in power, bro.
Thank you for making our rail. Thank you for paying for the rail, and it's not even done yet.
Jeez.
Thank you. I'm never gonna ride the rail, but hey, let's try to pay $400 for my truck. You fuckers.
Good.
The mock came out.
And then you're gonna be like, oh, so my high is that it's pretty good, Hawaii.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's one of.
I'm in tears.
That's one of the lows of living here. Hey, you come to Hawaii, you pay the price for paradise. It sucks, but that's how it is here. And
price of paradise, ain't that right?
And I wrote a whole song about that too, bro. That's crazy.
And I got one more thing. So the place we're staying at, we're gonna have to vacate because the plumbing issue on the neighbor's side is so bad that they have to renovate the entire property, because this is an old house. It was built in the 60s.
Yep.
So they're gonna have to cut into the neighbor's side for the plumbing, and then our side for the plumbing. And after that, the landlord told us that somebody is actually gonna buy the entire property.
Oh shoot!
So we have to vacate by the 21st of this month.
Oh jeez! Wait, this is your house?
No, we're just renting.
So wait, so this is the house that you gotta move out? What?
So we may go to my grandparents' house up the road. For now.
Well, we got that house on tape.
Yeah,
it's forever your house. It's on tape.
Sheesh. But yeah, that's right now. That's kind of the lows I'm going through right now. So being broke. Living it in paradise before Christmas. Oh
shoot! Man. Put in perspective like that.
But hey, you gotta stay positive. It's probably a new beginning for me and for my family. So something new might happen next year.
Hey, if this is ground,
Yeah.
Was it ground level? The only way you're
Just
gonna
gotta
go up
go.
from there, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that's the lows. But as for the highs, this month has been the best. I think this is probably the best high for me to make up for everything that's been going on.
Mm.
So this Saturday we had a really big kind of pop or K-pop kind of event that's hosted per se Hawaii. So the event's at Hawaii, no, at Dave and Buster's. So my friend, who's a DJ, he was able to get a K-pop idol to come down to Hawaii to actually help be a guest judge for the K-pop dance competition that my cousin and other people were in. And then she performed a couple of her original songs, and then she even did a DJ set because she does DJing too. But she's an independent artist, so she's a little bit different than the traditional K-pop idols, which are under big managements and not. So her mom is actually the manager for her. So
That's tight.
it's pretty. It worked out pretty well, and I was there from at the Hawaii Convention Center from 8 a.m. to after 10 all day, just doing event coverage. Well, it was nuts. It was so many things. We had vendors selling all their items like Pokemon cards, trading cards, a lot of like Art Deco merch, shirts, everything. And I even got some stickers from this booth called Baka Brigade.
Oh, Baka Brigade.
Oh,
me.
Yeah.
Got the stickers. Yeet. Dang, y'all froze. That's crazy.
They had the Star Wars people cosplay. They had cosplay contests. So there's so much things going on at the convention center. And then, of course, we had all the K-pop stuff after. And it was so much photos and videos I got to go through, and it was a good experience, especially meeting somebody that was in the K-pop scene or saw a K-pop idol come down here. Cause we don't really get too much of actual concerts for K-pop here because they mostly come down here to vacation or promote this or what. Anyways, point to bring in artists little by little again. It's kind of hard for them to come down here, and everybody got to fly out to Hawaii to come watch a concert. But for us, the K-pop community here, this was like the closest thing we could get to a K-pop concert because we haven't had one for years. There was one was very small, but not like anything big like how like the mainland. The mainland always has all the big K-pop concerts, and we got to fly out to there or fly to Korea or wherever. And then for me, especially because I'm heavily into that scene and that community as much as the rave and EDM, that was like, I can cross this off my bucket list. I met a K-pop idol, and hopefully we can stay in touch with her. Maybe she might even come back down to do just to do her DJ side. But that was something I didn't expect because she's actually really into the rave scene, which is kind of interesting. So she wants to try to go to EDC or play more events because she's only done it in Korea at some events that she's played at for DJing. So shout out to Ji-yoon, aka Uni. So if you know who that is, then you know where she came from before, and shout out to her for coming down, making her way to Hawaii, giving you your busy schedule coming down.
Yeah, they
bring K-pop to Hawaii because
got the ABG scene on deck, bro.
Come down here. Bruh.
He's like, yeah.
Bro, wait.
I was there the whole day.
For the whole day.
It's like, bruh.
I mean, bruh.
Bruh, let me pull up the Instagram real quick.
I did.
I wasn't even looking at the screen. He's like, bruh.
But that was like I was trying not to fangirl, you know how we call it, like fangirling over your favorite celebrity.
Hey, you got to.
I got good respect. So like, I didn't even spend money. I wanted to buy the signed merch for her. My friend actually has some for me because I want to give everybody a chance to go get stuff for her out of respect. But I did take a photo with her And then I actually got a polar photo of her after the DJ set, so I gave that to her.
That's tight.
Me. Oh, you should have been like, like sign my surfboard real quick.
Bro, my friend was like, you should sign. Should make her. Bro, my DJ friend was like, bro, like Nalu, you should make her sign your DJ deck. Like, oh, that'd be so crazy.
Oh,
Bro, you should have.
Like, oh yeah,
you should have.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
If the Sunday DJ session worked out, then it would have worked out. But she got under the weather because she went all out Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Now to respect that, you don't want to make somebody get sick, and she had to leave the next day. And then also shout out to her mom. Oh, her mom was dedicated that whole day to stay with her to beginning to end.
Not the mom.
Korean mom, bro.
You gotta respect that. Shout out the mom, bro.
You know.
Shout out to the mommies.
The mommies. Mommies is crazy, bro.
I wish I got to like interview her and try to like introduce myself formally, but it's okay. Next time.
Yeah, it should have been like Nardwuar, bro. You gotta the Nardwuar of K-pop. For real.
But my main focus was just to document coverage and everything, and then mostly for the Super Saturday crew and her. So yeah, shout out to everybody that made that event happen. That kind of made my December good note.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Blessings, bro.
Yeah, blessings.
All right. So for those who are listening and watching the podcast for the first time, we normally end the podcast with a question. So whether the question is like a philosophical question, whether it's a fun question, whether it's a general question, it pertains to the project or the song that Mars Luna is working on for this, you know what I'm saying, for the release that we're covering. So talking about Intergalactic Winter here, that's set to come out on Christmas. And, you know, this song is about a fresh start and making peace with things and leaving amicably. And Kainalu just, oh, never mind. I thought you were about
to actually laugh.
I thought you just actually left. But yeah, so, you know, we're heading into 2025. Can't believe we're already halfway into the 2020s, which is crazy work. The general question is, what do you want more and less of as you enter 2025?
Ooh.
For me, it's more clarity and less confusion. It's pretty simple for me. I'm a make it make sense kind of guy. So the problem is if things don't necessarily make sense for me, I'm going to question it and I'm going to like be like, why until it does. Right. So it's, you know, there's more trying to figure, you know, things change all the time. Things happen all the time. So just want, you know, more things to make sense and more clarity, more discernment, more wisdom, you know, as I approach certain things into the new year. I feel like this next year is going to be a monumental year for myself as well as Mars Luna. I mean, it kind of has to be because this year was tragic. But, you know, like Holo said earlier, like, you know, kind of just laughing through everything, kind of, you know, it's funny because like I'm gonna go off a little tangent here, but like because Holo, you said about, you know, kind of laughing your way through stuff, you know, people don't understand that that's a mechanism, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like in the mainland, particularly in the environment that I'm in, it's like, it's pretty uptight. I think that's just the way it is in the continental United States. So it's just like, you know, just finding things to just, you know, more clarity, less confusion, make it make sense. That's it. And everything else will take care of itself.
Nice. So, well, that was
pretty straightforward. Clean. Very straightforward to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Holo, about you? What do you want more or less of in 2025?
More gains and less pain.
There we go. Super straightforward.
Yeah, you know what we're talking about, guys.
I can't do it right now.
It's like, yeah. This is me carrying the pohaku, the rock. You know, you don't see no rock.
Not the pohaku, bro. Hey, shout out to Dwayne Johnson, bro.
Oh shoot. But yeah, man. Like yeah, you sent the podcast overview list of what's gonna, what you're gonna be going through, and I would read it one time through, and then the day before I will kind of actually read it, and then I read the question, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a good question. I kind of reflect on myself, reflect on the question to myself. What I would like more is obviously more of learning, like period, like learning, like being open to learn and allowing myself to move out of my comfort zone. And I feel like there's more to it than me just moving out here. I feel like I'm still in my own, I'm going to be honest, I still feel like I'm in my own bubble. So slowly I'm allowing myself to be open and just talking to like random strangers of like, just like, not like necessarily like how your day is going. That's like straight up formal, but be like, man, you saw these, what? Like at the grocery store, I was like, dang, I look at the ribeye steaks, and I'm like, oh, what the heck? Bro, they raised the prices on here.
Yeah.
And then this could be like a lady right next to me, and then she's, cracking up and, just trying to bring, this goes back to what I was saying earlier, but bringing more like a positive, light energy,
more levity to the situation.
To my surroundings. Yeah, and just being some sort of beacon too. Like I feel like there's not too much of that nowadays.
Right.
Just having that positivity, that energy that people gravitate towards. I would like more of that, and I think I just want to accentuate that more going into 2025. Obviously, more physical activity, and going on to that, the physical activity, I really want to get sponsored by a company. Yeah, my sister, she put me on this active wear, and I was like, okay, my sister, I kind of take it by a grain of salt. My sister, she's family, and she knows me, but at the same time, like, what you trying to do? Like, I'm trying to stray away from the path here. So I go ahead and look into this active wear. They actually have close knit family back home. So there's the mainland activewear that they kind of like, they're pretty riding on hard about it, and then they have like a small community back in Hawaii. And I was like, oh, what? Like, they represent the islands too. So I was like, oh, come on now, come on. And I was like, okay, now I'm like, thinking about like schemes in my head, what can I catch their eye with, and activity wise got me going. And I was like, ooh, let me go learn, let me do some videos, some short videos, what Luna would always say when I post up my videos, you say thirst trap. I'm like,
Thirst
whoa,
trap.
easy. Like, wait. It's not like that. But yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But
for sure.
yeah, just more of that, like what putting more of my energy and contributing more to what I love to do, and also straying away from the path and learning more about myself to doing things that I don't want to do. It goes into like, going to functions that I won't find myself going to. You won't find me at the club. You're not gonna find me at the club.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, just getting out of the house, and I really gotta be on myself about this because you both know I'm a homebody.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm a homebody, and I want to make sure if I do go out that it's gonna be memorable.
It's intentional
myself.
for
like,
sure.
Yeah, like intentional, but I really gotta find a groove, find the people, how would you say, my people, my village, my circle that I can kind of bounce off with, and then we can go on to the steps, and a lot of people will be like, oh, Holo, why you stay home? Oh, why why you never go out? I was like, okay, hold on. You are your own person. I'm my own person. I'll go at my own pace. Like, I don't want to rush myself, because when I rush myself, you guys know what happens.
Yep.
Crazy happens. Songs are gonna be made by Mars Luna if I rush.
Facts.
No doubt.
Facts, bro. Facts.
What
people ask me like, how do you come up with the songs? This. Other people's
this happened. You see this?
That's what happens when my friends go outside, bro. Anyway, sorry.
When they step out of that door, I got a pen to paper right there.
Sorry, continue.
Was it? I want less of what can I? This is real good. It makes me think, gets me thinking introspectively, if that's even a word.
That's a word, yeah.
What I would like less of. Yeah, what I like less of in 2025. I think it's more of less of putting my time and energy where it's not needed. And be more mindful of where I place it and where it should my attention should be, on. Because we're going through, and I'm going to try to explain it as best as I can. We have busy lives. You both have, a lot going on. Even things I didn't know. Like when we have these podcasts, it's not just a podcast. We get to catch up with each other. And there's a lot of things that I don't know what you guys are going through. And we are all trying to figure out, like, okay, what needs our attention? What is important? What's on our priority list? But when we're trying to do that priority, that first thing on our list, and we're finished with that, then we gotta rest ourselves and find free time for ourselves to actually go ahead and get back on that list. So it's a kind of like bouncing back and forth, and I'm trying to hopefully get less of that and more of, boom, I know what my next, this is what I'm gonna do, and be like full force 100% in it. Basically this is going off of like the dome, like straight up. But yeah, I think that's what I like more. That's what I like less going into the
Fair enough.
Damn.
Fair.
Hashtag yap.
Yap, sesh, bro.
Hashtag yapper.
Yapper.
Professional
Bruh.
yapper.
I tell you, man, it's crazy. And some of these people over here don't want to be talking story. They don't want to yap.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, okay, you're talking too much.
Bro. That's what this is for, bro.
Get out of my face.
That's what this is for, bro. Kainalu, what are your gosh, I lost track now. What are your highlights and lowlights? Oh, no, wrong one. Wrong question. Goodness gracious.
Next one.
Oh,
other one.
No.
So drinking.
Wrong one.
Repeat.
No, what do you want less? What do you want more or less of as you enter to 2025?
Yeah, this is like my every year Christmas wish list. I don't know. What do I want more of for 2025? I guess it can tie into what do I want less of. So hopefully into this new year 2025, I want to be more financially stable, so I don't have to be living paycheck to paycheck because we live in Hawaii, you just pay stocks or money. But yeah, that's what I want. Number one thing that has been affecting me this past entire year and recently, and it's hard to keep up with bills, paying rent, $400 truck registration. Like, what the gotta around. But yeah, so being financially unstable here is not the okay way to go. You're gonna suffer. You're gonna be behind in everything, and you're gonna be wondering, oh, should I save this $3 for a musubi or $2 for gas to go work? Or $3 for bus to the beach. I don't know. What is more important in life?
Struggle
right?
is
And then all look on a tangent on inflation, bro.
Dude,
bro, this is struggle.
I'm so sorry about this. Struggle is real.
It's real.
It's 100. It is real for sure. It's real, bro.
It's so real. Like everything is increasing here. Everything expensive. I'm not in the military anymore, so I cannot shop on the commissary, get things cheap. But it's just more like for me, it's always going to be a struggle and a battle with being financially stable. That's going to be the hardest. Because can't really expect me to just think, oh, I'm going to go make so much money just because I'm good at this, good at that. It don't work like that over here. It's like
that's facts.
You gotta be like saving your money from like
that's
day
facts.
one of when you were like doing something. Because if you're struggling paycheck to paycheck here, I hope it's gonna eat you up, and then you're gonna think about all kind of crazy things in your head. You're gonna wander off. I've been kind of a little bit like that, a little bit, but I'm all good. Don't worry.
Yeah, you gotta get the budget spreadsheet on deck, bro.
Sheesh, I gotta like every little penny you have, you gotta save it, man. Sometimes you got money, sometimes you don't. So I think that's one of the things that it ties in both with what I want to see more happen into next year, and what I don't want to have next year. But see, what else can I think of? Oh, another good thing I want to see expand for me in 2025 is being able to travel, the sense of freedom, being free to do whatever I want, and kind of get off of this rock. I still want to go to South Korea to travel. That's still on my goal list. Just want to get, if I get off this rock, I think bigger things are going to happen for me than staying on here. I've been getting kind of crazy lately. It's like, oh man, I'm never going to go to this trip. I'm never going to get off the rock to go travel anywhere. That's kind of what I'm hoping for more of. So it'll give me more opportunities for all the things that I do back here, whether it be photography, surfing, DJing, anything. Like I've even found that making connections recently looks like it's going to help me expand myself more into next year. So little by little. So of course we got the Yoju. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be a brand rep for them now.
Asshole.
No, strong confidence. Don't worry. But this is actually one thing that's going to open up more opportunities for me next year.
There you go.
And then, of course, meeting my DJ friends, this event that we had Saturday, hopefully that might expand to more other things in the future, and so on and so forth. I kind of want to put my talents more to good use again. Haven't really had the motivation to be a DJ, so hopefully next year everything will pick up. I'll just be running it through like light work, you know.
I feel it. It's funny how because we mentioned this a lot, like offline, but we're all going through our own things, but like we're all kind of going through the same things. Or like going through the same struggles too. That's crazy work. It happens that way every time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been trying to figure out like how to, activate my creative muscles more, and and even like what you said, Holo, like getting out the house. Like that, been a hermit for too long, especially for the second half of the year, and getting past the grief wave, it made me like, okay, I got to get outside. I can't be here no more. That's crazy. But anyway, music. So got Intergalactic Winter coming up on Christmas. That's the last yeet for this year, and then I have an announcement that's gonna drop at the beginning of the new year. It's probably gonna shake some things up all the way, and I'm not gonna disclose completely what it is, but it's gonna be a monumental announcement for the direction of Mars Luna and myself moving forward. And obviously working on this album. Actually, the album's already done, but it's been done. But trying to get all that stuff going on, and yeah, that's all the music stuff coming out. Hope you enjoy Intergalactic Winter when it comes out, and yeah, appreciate everyone who's listening and watching this episode. It's obvious that we it was a kind of a vibe this episode, what I'm saying? Just kind of recapping the end of the year, and catching up with the boys again. And it's been a fun one for sure. So you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Luna B Joshua. You can follow all the music stuff at It's Mars Luna on Instagram, Twitter, or X, Facebook at It's Mars Luna, website itsmarsluna.com, and you can follow Mars Luna on Spotify and Apple Music at Mars Luna. A lot of music dropping next year. Got all that locked and loaded, so next year is going to be a big year. Let's get it. Nalu, where can people follow you?
All right, if you want to follow me on my photography journeys and anything related to my photography here, I don't know if you can see it, but you can follow me at
there we go. Nalu Photography.
But you know what? Nalu Photography.
Nalu Photography. There we go.
Follow me on that.
No giant iPad this time.
Well, I do have it, but the Wi-Fi's not working.
Oh, there we go.
But if you want to follow me on my Twitter, I use that mostly for my K-pop stuff, but it's at Opa, and TikTok, same thing as well.
And Holo, where can people follow you?
You follow me on Instagram, not on TikTok. I yeet that already.
Yeah, yeet. Holokahiki Toves.
Follow me on YouTube. I'm gonna be actually dropping a video on my birthday. Exciting.
Hey, there we go.
Very personable day in a life vlog.
Oh, okay.
These guys are on it.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah, check it out.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate everyone tuning in. This episode will come out before Christmas. On behalf of myself, Holo, and Kainalu, thank you so much for listening and watching this year. More episodes to come next year. Embrace your odyssey. Embrace the strange, like Mars Luna says. Shoot! Yeah.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Sheesh! Joshua needed them, boys. They're on one. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of the ML Backstage podcast. If you like what you heard, follow us on Spotify and subscribe to us on Apple and YouTube at ML Backstage. You can follow me on Instagram, X, and Facebook at It's Mars Luna. You can find all my music on Spotify and Apple Music and on my website at itsmarsluna.com. Be on the lookout for Intergalactic Winter on your favorite streaming platform this cosmic Christmas. So it looks like next month we'll recap an announcement Joshua has been looking forward to for 2 years. That always means a new episode.